Hello viewers, thank you for joining us on another episode of Crime and Road Safety Watch. My name is Onisisa Sivanda. We are a few weeks from the harmonized elections, and as the Zimbabwe Public Police, we continue preaching the gospel of peace during this election season. As an organization, we will effectively discharge our constitutional mandate to enhance free, fair, credible, and peaceful elections. The Commissioner General of Police officially opened the Chief Superintendent's Public Order Management course being held at Mkushi Training Academy. It is the last of such courses that were being held in different provinces in preparation of the forthcoming harmonized elections.
Mindful of the constitutional mandate imposed on the Zimbabwe Public Police, it is important for the organization to continuously conduct capacity building programs to enhance the effectiveness and the efficiency of the rank and file, particularly in the preservation of peace and security in the country. This course comes at a time when the country is set to hold the 2023 harmonized elections in 3 weeks' time from now. As you are all aware, the holding of regular, free, fair, peaceful, and credible elections epitomizes any modern democracy across the globe. In this regard, the Zimbabwe Public Police has a constitutional obligation of maintaining law and order in the country, including during election time. There is no doubt that the election period is upon us, and as police officers, we are expected to distinguish ourselves in the maintenance of law and order in the country. As has become our norm, it is vital for us as the Zimbabwe Public Police to ensure that all police officers and members are equipped with the requisite knowledge and skills for the efficient and professional policing of the forthcoming plebiscite. Indeed, it is necessary that as an organization we build our collective preparedness to ensure a peaceful environment conducive for a credible plebiscite. There is no doubt a clear call for every police officer to put shoulder to the wheel in contributing towards guaranteeing a safe and secure environment for commerce and industry. I am thus optimistic that you will take advantage of this course to share notes and integrate your skills and knowledge for sustained improvement of the Zimbabwe Public Police. For the avoidance of doubt, let me reiterate our stance as law enforcement agents that we will brook no nonsense, and to that end, anyone who will dare engage in any act that frowns in the face of the laws of the country, especially apparently calculated to discredit the impending elections, will be dealt with decisively.
As the country heads towards the general election set for the 23rd of August 2023, the Zimbabwe Public Police applauds Zimbabweans for the peaceful environment which is prevailing in the country. The Zimbabwe Public Police and other security arms of the government have intensified safety and security measures in the country to ensure that the public is free to conduct various social and economic activities in a serene environment. The country is certainly ready to host peaceful, free, fair, and credible elections. The Zimbabwe Public Police has recorded minor reports of political disputes, violence, and malicious damage to property. A total of 10 reports of malicious damage to property have been recorded by the police throughout the country. The summary of the reports are as follows. On 29 July 2023, 5 people died in Mafararikwa village, Chief Marange, Manicaland province, when Tonderai Muchimwe, aged 43, broke into the room in which his niece, Violet Muchimwe, aged 35, whom he was in love with, was sleeping with her 4 children. Tonderai Muchimwe, who was armed with a knife, demanded to have sexual intercourse with his niece, leading to a scuffle. Violet Muchimwe fled, leaving her children behind. Tonderai Muchimwe sprinkled petrol in the house and set the house on fire. The suspects and the 4 children died as a result of the incident. This is a purely criminal act involving a marital dispute. In a related incident, Emily Kamukia, aged 65, Latina Chimuka, aged 70, and Maxwell Josie, aged 12, died after the thatched bedroom they were sleeping in was set on fire by an unknown suspect on 30 July 2023 at Chitimba Village, Chief Muzarabani, Mashonaland Central Province. The police has established that one of the victims had been chased away by her son from St. Albert's area on allegations of witchcraft, in which she was said to be causing the illness of her grandchildren. This is a case related to witchcraft allegations. The police is investigating a case of malicious damage to property in which Brighton Majindu's house in St. Mary's, Chutungwiza, was damaged on 26 July 2023. This case points to intra-party violence after a dispute between Citizens Coalition of Change (CCC) candidates over double parliamentary nominations for the same constituency. In another report, the police is investigating a case of malicious damage to property in which Tarisai Musonza, aged 48, cattle pens were burnt by unknown suspects at Musonza Village A, Chiweshe, Mashonaland Central Province on 28 July 2023. Investigations are still in progress in connection with the 10 huts which were set on fire in Shurugwi, Midlands Province on 30 July 2023. The huts are owned by some ZANU-PF officials and supporters: Eva Chitata, aged 42, Munyoro Gertrude, aged 63, Nkazana Mhlanga, aged 46, Tobias Soul, aged 51, Anna Mangena, aged 62, and Lord Chivese, aged 46. 2 suspects have been arrested for the incidents. The suspects, Edson Madubego, aged 28, and Edwin Madubego, aged 21, has since appeared in court as police widen investigations. The Zimbabwe Public Police continues to urge political parties to assist in the maintenance of law and order by preaching peace and urging their supporters and members to be tolerant for others' political views. The law will be applied decisively on anyone bent on causing chaos and disharmony in the country before, during, and after the elections. From that story, we take a short break. Join us in the second segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. We are in the second segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. The curtains finally came down on this year's Driver of the Year competition, annually held by the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe in partnership with other stakeholders to promote road safety on the country's roads. The final competitions were held in Bulawayo recently, where winners from different provinces gathered to battle it out in oral test, road test, and skills test. The event was sealed off with an awards ceremony where outstanding drivers walked away with medals and cash prizes.
We set aside this day as one in which to celebrate the best of the best in driving, and we are indeed humbled by your presence. The Driver of the Year competitions are a great way of enhancing our existing defensive driver training program, commonly known as the Defensive Driving Course. It is also another way of creating awareness about road safety. Driver of the Year competitions are meant to improve and ensure traffic safety on the roads by sharpening the driver skills.
The Managing Director of the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, Mr. Munoda Wafa, gave the overview of this year's competition.
We had a total of 176 participants in the competition. Of the 176 participants, we had 169 males and only 7 females. I think we will need to cast our net wider and try to achieve gender parity in the next event. And I want to appeal to the companies, the institutions, to allow and encourage female drivers to take part. We began the competitions in Masvingo province, where we had a total of 19 participants. In Manicaland, which was the second province, we had 18 participants. We then went to Mashonaland West, where we had 11 participants. Then we went to the province which my team wrote here as Mashonaland, but being represented by Harare. Harare province also caters for Mash Central. We had 44 participants. Then we had Bulawayo, which is again given here as Matebeleland, where we had 37 participants. I ask you to give a round of applause for Midlands province. They provided the highest number of participants at 47. So coming to the national finals, we then had 44 participants coming in. Having acknowledged the large number, because having taken a break for 5 years, we are actually humbled by the response we got in terms of the participants. But that was made possible partly because we had assistance from our sponsors.
The Deputy Minister of Transport and Infrastructural Development, Honorable Michael Madiro, read the keynote address on behalf of the Minister of Transport and Infrastructural Development.
Circumstances that occur in and around our highways have led us to conduct this important event with the hope of curbing traffic safety challenges that we face as a nation. This event is also an important tool for us to foster mindsets for skills and driving cultures which are amenable to the reduction of road crashes. The event also promotes harmony between pedestrians, motorists, cyclists, and other road users. The Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe has always held Driver of the Year competitions as a means for standardizing and improving driving. We aim to continue carrying the tradition forward in rewarding good driving skills and encouraging good driving practices. I'm also advised this year's competition's main focus were more on educating drivers about human relations and tolerance on the road. We really need to improve our conduct on the road by, among other means, guarding against road rage and other disruptive behaviors. This is in line with our national target under the National Development Strategy 1, that is to reduce road crashes, injuries and fatalities by 25% by year 2025 and 50% by year 2030. As a country, I'm told that we have had an opportunity to participate in Driver of the Year competitions in other countries such as South Africa in 2014, Poland in 2016, Finland in 2018, and Belgium in 2020. Due to COVID-19 related restrictions, we did not manage to conduct Driver of the Year competition since then. However, given the relaxation in COVID-19 restrictions, the competitions resumed, hence this launch. Let me also encourage our law enforcement arms to step up their efforts and become more visible, especially now as we approach the Heroes' holidays. Together with Zimbabwe Republic Police and other law enforcing agencies, we have been making gradual progress over the years, and we continue to close the loopholes that errant motorists rely on to evade the might of the law. The Driver of the Year competition has coincided with legislative measures we have put in place for sustainable driving certification. We have promulgated SI 119 of 2023 on the road traffic licensing drivers regulations on 23 June 2023. This will go a long way in ensuring that drivers of public service vehicles have the requisite experience and skill sets for safe roads in the country. We have also promulgated the Statutory Instrument 118 of 2023 on the need for installation of speed limiting and monitoring devices on public service vehicles so that they do not exceed a speed of 100 kilometers per hour. It is our fervent hope that implementation of the two regulations shall make our roads safer going forward. At this stage, I wish to congratulate the winners of the 2023 Driver of the Year competition.
Some of the winners had this to say.
Ngijabule kakhulu to be second on bus category emoto enkulu kangaka. So ngiya encourage ukuthi abantu drivers sibe caution emgwaqweni. Sibekezele kakhulu, sibekezele. There's no need to rush because there's no second chance.
I would like to really appreciate this opportunity, and I would like to applaud the organizers of the event for giving us such a competition.
We would like to congratulate all drivers who took part in this year's Driver of the Year competition, and we encourage other drivers to take part in the following competitions. We'll take a short break. Join us in the third and final segment. We're in the third and final segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. Thank you for staying with us. There's been a high rise of murder and armed robbery cases nationwide, and this is a cause for concern for the police. Let us hear more from the acting CID spokesperson, Detective Assistant Inspector Rachel Mteweri.
Lately, there has been a reign of terror elicited by armed robbers targeting churches, residential areas, business premises, as well as minors. But let me hasten to say, as the Zimbabwe Public Police, we are making great strides in netting in these accused persons, as evidenced by the arrest by our detectives from CID Homicide Harare. It happened that on the day in question, our detectives received information that there were suspected criminals that were traveling from Epworth and heading towards Harare Central Business District. So they quickly reacted to the information and managed to arrest two of the accused persons. Upon interview, they implicated Traimo Guta as one of their accomplices, and our detectives managed to follow up on Traimo Guta, leading to his arrest at Munyuki Shopping Center that is in Epworth. Further investigations revealed that Traimo Guta was one of the gangsters that had committed a robbery case in Chegutu on 11 July 2023, where a substantial amount of money was stolen. And upon further interview, he implicated two of his accomplices. The accused persons led our detectives to the recovery of various property, including jewelry, which they stole at a farm in Beatrice. On 27 July 2023, our detectives received further information on the whereabouts of the outstanding accused persons, and they made a follow-up. They went to Budiro 5B, where they waylaid the accused persons until 4 in the morning. This is when the accused persons drove into their yard, and upon realizing that they had been cornered, the accused persons opened fire towards our detectives, resulting in a shootout with the police, and they were later on subdued following injuries that they sustained as a result of gunshot wounds. They were later on rushed to the hospital, where they succumbed to injuries that they sustained. Our detectives managed to recover 3 rifles as well as a revolver and some live ammunition following the arrest of the accused persons. I'm glad to highlight that these accused persons are now clearing 17 counts of unlawful entry and theft cases, as well as armed robbery cases, which they committed in and around Harare. As the Zimbabwe Public Police, we are now calling for information that may lead to the arrest of Brighton Mangondo, also known as Mombe, and others with pseudonyms John, Satan, and Ushewo Kunze. In another notable arrest by our detectives from CID Homicide Bulawayo, they managed to arrest 3 accused persons following an armed robbery case which they committed at Insindi Range Farm in Bulawayo. It happened that the accused persons pounced on the complainants during the wee hours of the night and manhandled the complainants before getting away with property and other valuables worth 8,000 United States dollars. So our detectives received information on the whereabouts of the accused persons and that they were the ones behind the commission of the crime. They followed up on the accused persons, leading to their arrest in Bulawayo Central Business District. It is quite unfortunate that during a follow-up of one of the accused persons, a shootout ensued, which resulted in the injury of 2 of our detectives, and they are now recovering in hospital. We are now calling for information that may lead to the arrest of the outstanding accused person, Smelwe Yinkosi Dube. To criminals out there, be warned, any form of confrontation or resistance will be met with appropriate response. And to members of the public, we are saying, let us all rally behind our law enforcement agents in stemming or denouncing criminal activities in our communities.
The Zimbabwe Public Police would like to notify members of the public that reports relating to the e-Creator pyramid scheme are now over 500. We continue urging members of the public who were duped to make reports at any nearest police establishment or at CID Commercial Crimes Division. The Zimbabwe Public Police exhibited at the Mashonaland West Province Agricultural Show, which was held in Chinhoyi recently. The police service managed to scoop 2 accolades, which are the best in the security service sector and the best overall display. We now move on to people on the police wanted list. Zeterapi Sanyati is looking for Boniface Mberengwa, aged 23, of Mapfuti Village, Chief Neuso Sanyati, for a case of murder. Pelagia Jakaza, aged 20, of Mapfuti Village, Chief Neuso Sanyati, is wanted by Zeterapi Sanyati for a case of murder. Zeterapi Sanyati is also looking for Blessing Temba, aged 24, of Village 14, Jompane, Chief Neuso Sanyati, for a case of rape. If you have any information that may help in the location of those people, feel free to visit any nearest police establishment or contact us on the following details. Call us on our National Complaints Desk number 0242 703 631. Visit our website www.zeterapi.gov.zw or email us on feedback@zeterapi.gov.zw. You can also get in touch with us on our Twitter handle @PoliceZimbabwe or like us on our Zeterapi Facebook page, Zimbabwe Republic Police. You can watch all Crime and Road Safety Watch episodes on our Zeterapi YouTube channel, Zimbabwe Republic Police. It has been a pleasure having you along. From me, Onisisa Sivanda, and the crew behind the scenes, pleasant viewing.